welcome to another opportunity to join me in pausing and taking just a little bit of time to connect to our bodies, our senses, our breath, and sort of what is at the center for us in what we are all moving through together, both the personal and the collective, and all the places that the personal meets the collective. And this week, I just feel this desire to focus on the capacity that we have to be resilient within the context of so much that's going on and that's coming at us, and to acknowledge in myself, both the spectrum of the tendency to not be able to look away and to stay engaged and to then feel all of the overwhelm of emotion that comes with that, and then the reluctance and then the pull back to not look and to not be informed, and the vacillation between that and what it means and how to continue to be in this discerning process for myself of what to take in and how, and then how to be with myself in it, and how to stay in action in ways that are within capacity, which will continue to be a constant theme, so that we're not run down. We really are able to bring our wholeness and our skills and our gifts in ways that are creative and meaningful and contributive in positive ways for ourselves, our families, and our communities, and at the same time be really moving towards the future that we all really want in the face of everything that's happening. So just taking a moment in this moment to think about my this week, right? And I invite you to do that. And you can close your eyes at first and just feel into your feet and just allow yourself to kind of be with sort of the different interactions that you've had with the events that have unfolded this week. The news that's come out about the trajectory of the new administration, and your own, you can kind of scan through your week and just allow yourself to be with in a kind of a consolidated way the spectrum of feelings you have, of inclinations you've had, whether you've been engaged with it, whether you've pulled back. And just notice in your body sort of the memories of the sensations and the emotions that you have felt, different points, and how that lives in you now. And notice the physical sensations, where you feel it in your body. Just notice maybe if there's a response in your breath to that. I'm noticing in myself sort of like all of a sudden it was like a sickness in my, like literally feeling sick to my stomach, and like a breathing in this big breath, and just give yourself a moment to feel whatever that is, the way your body is naturally responding to this. Just this moment to be with. And then with the next sort of few breaths, take your hands and take them into fists and bring your shoulders up to your neck. And it's like you're letting, just kind of bring into your body a tension and exaggerate any sort of tension or stress, and you can let your jaw grip if you want, and let anything that can tighten up around this. Breathe it in and hold it for a second, and then exhale and draw the shoulders away. Draw the fingers open. Let your hands kind of float up. to the side of your body as you complete your inhale, and then exhale down. We'll do this 2 more times. Take the inhale in and sort of let that tension build. You can clench. Now clench, maybe I'm clenching my glutes, my inner thighs, like bring it all in and just feel that sense of tension, contraction, any kind of intensity that you've had. Breathe it in, hold it for a moment, and then exhale. Spread everything, open it, and then let the arms rise as you inhale. And feel that kind of floating sensation. Exhale down with the through the throat. Inhale, draw it up 1 more time. Gripping, tense as you can. Breathe in as much as you can. Hold it, and there may be a little shaking that happens, and then exhale. I can stick out your tongue and let it come down, out, spread it, open, inhale. As the arms float up, let them reach up to the sky, and take your right wrist with your left hand and take an inhale, press through the right leg and open this right side of the body, the pingala, the actioning, this part of you that just, I know for me, any of that sense of like wanting to just get into action, like in a way that's fierce and powerful, and it just feels like beyond even what you could do. But just recognizing that inclination, and then exhale, let it soften. And then take the left hand with the right arm, inhale, press through the left leg, take a little arch, open up, and feel into the Ida, the lunar, and that sort of like tendency to move back away from it, to step back into, you know, that can be really kind of a, I won't call it unhealthy, but right, you know, it's just like the recoiling, but then how that can transform into like a real deep reflection that can kind of bring things into perspective in a healthy way, in a helpful way. And take a release. Take the hands and lift up. You can take the fingers and interlace them and open press. Stretch up, 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 up on the inhale, and then let the hands release. And as you exhale, just bend over and let the arms come up. Take an inhale. Open the heart, and then up and back. Take 2 more like this. And just feel that sense of riding those waves of sensation and emotion, that reminder that they ebb and flow. 1 more time, inhale. Open through the spine, and then exhale. Then stay with the legs bent and the body curled over, and let the arms come down by your knees, and you can draw the abs in and up, so you provide a little stabilization for the lower back, and then let the shoulders, let everything kind of get loose, and you can bounce a little in the legs and knees. Let the shoulders hang, let the head hang, and then you can kind of look over to the left and kind of take a little twist with this, and look over to the right, take a twist to the right, so you're just kind of gently curving. Breathe as you do. Deep inhales. Notice where in your body the breath goes. And then bring it back towards the center. And then slowly press through the heels so you get that sense of Spreading the toes, really letting your feet come firmly into the floor and roll up. Let the head be the last thing to come up. And really get your legs underneath you. And then take a breath. Let the breath come in. Let it come into the low. Try to breathe right into the low spine at the tailbone, kind of widening there. One more inhale. Widen there. And then do a little shaking and just begin to shake. And you can shake the shoulders, shake the hips, shake your arms. Feel the skin kind of wiggly and jiggly. And just, you can shake your lips. Make up. One more breath. Bring it now to the center again. Take 3 inhales with the arms just gently floating up. Feel the feet on the floor. Breathing through the nose, arms come all the way up, and exhale. Through the mouth all the way down. 2 more. Breathing up on about a count of 6. And then breathing down just a little longer with the exhale. Last time. And exhale. And just take a moment, open up. Feel your feet on the ground, feel your crown. Feel like there's a little string pulling up at the top of the spine. Let your hips drop. Let the tailbone drop a little. Let the front of the body just open. You don't want to be standing too rigid. It's like that gentle undulation. There's a flexibility. There's a pliability that's needed, right? That ability to like move with and move through. That really is key to resilience. Staying steady, but not rigid. And take an inhale. Let the hands come up and around to the top of the head. Just take your hands to your third eye center, placing the thumbs in Anjali Mudra at the third eye, and just really feel here into this sense of perspective. Perspective that can see through the strategies that are disorienting, that bring up the emotional charge, that really can ignite a sense of fear that can overwhelm, or concern, or all of the feelings that are valid, the rage, the disappointment, but that there is this capacity. May taking this kind of space, engaging in practices, support us to be with, to move through, to shake through, to discharge from our bodies what rightfully arises, so that we can see through, have the perspective that helps us stay steady and resilient in our actions. To engage in ways that create that beautiful community that we see as possible. Take a deep inhale. And let the thumbs come over your nose and down to your lips. Just taking a moment and breathe here. And just feeling into this commitment to stay in the practice of minding our thoughts and minding our words, noticing when we are in an inner dialogue or speaking or talking in a way that perpetuates the negativity that plays into the dynamics that polarize and that further the polarized agenda. And take a deep inhale and let the hands trace the chin and the throat down the sternum into the center of your heart. And just feel in your thumbs the beating of your own heart. Steady, courageous, loving, strong heart. And may this practice and the practices that we can engage together on our own and in community, all variety, but keep us connected to our hearts, connecting to one another's hearts in ways that support collective resilience and care. And just take a moment and you feel into your own heart. Just feel into something that you love, something that you love in the ecosystem that you inhabit, some feature of the land and the life, the flora, the fauna that you live among that you appreciate for its beauty, for the contribution that it makes to your life and the life of the people who live where you live. And just feel into and feel alongside that as a beautiful expression of resilience. Whatever that natural feature is, the resilience of life, the evolutionary capacity to thrive and survive through storms and drought and fire and flood and all sorts of adversity. And just take a bow in your own mind's eye and just offering your gratitude to that which inspires you where you live, that came to mind in this moment. And I just thank you for joining me. May this practice serve you and keep us strong, and I'd love to hear from you. I've got some other things that are coming up soon in this newsletter. You'll see opportunities to collect in community in organizations I've been a part of for a couple of years now, and then some collaborative opportunities if you're here in DC for orgs to get together, which can be really great. I think it's the key, really, is all of us working together, cross-pollinating in creative and community caring ways. So hope to see you out soon. Mwah!